Had a dream I hadn't made it. Now there's nothing dragging down me, yeah. Cause Sabine gon' push it all out the way. This is the Mandalorian season 2. It's happening. Every time I move my hands, something's happening with the lighting. Better. It's happening. We are about, 14 hours away from when I'm recording this live from getting the season 2 of Mandalorian. And I'm really hyped about everything that's not actually dealing with Din Djarin. He's like the least most interesting thing. The least most interesting. I can't say least and most. He is the least interesting thing that I'm looking forward to. I'm more interested in the cameos and the surprises. Tomorrow Morrison is back. Is he playing Rex? Is he playing Boba? Or both? Is he playing Gregor or Wolf or a litany of other clones that may still be alive when they go and they visit Camino? Who knows? That's where the doctor was from, Parchin, the doctor that was checking out the little baby. He seemed to know something. He had the Camino patch on him. We saw in the trailer that they're gonna go visit some sort of watery planet. It could be like the Mon Calamari planet, but it also could be the clone planet. That's what's up. The Mandalorian is getting season 2. Wonder if I will have Sith and Jedi cameos. Yes, I'm thinking about Sith and Jedi cameos too. What's going on, Infamous Iron Main? I just saw you a couple hours ago in Second Street Marvel stream, and here you are joining me. Raven's in the building too. Good day. But to answer this, Sith cameos, who could there be? It's after Return of the Jedi. I don't know, like a Mace Windu type return. He's mad that Anakin Skywalker cut off his hand. He survived the fall because he's a boss, and he just lived in the underworld of Coruscant. And then they're looking for a teacher, and they hear, oh, there's this guy who uses the Force. It's Mace Windu. You'd be like, yeah, I need a Yoda to start this restart the Jedi Order. And like, who would he fight? Who is the Jedi he'd fight? Luke Skywalker? Skywalker? Shh, I'm not giving you any time. Nope. And maybe that explains why he never participated in episode 4, 5, and 6. He'd be like, no, Anakin's kid. What's the last name? Luke Skywalker? No, I'm not with that rebellion. I don't know. Theories though. Like, this is what we do. This is what we do to have fun. It could be something like that. Sith and Jedi. If Luke is in this, then this would count for me as the post original trilogy part of Star Wars. That sequel trilogy 7, 8, 9, I haven't watched it since December when the new movie came out, and I think that's I'm gonna let the past die, kill it if I have to. I'm just gonna ignore that. Sure, it happened, yeah. Canto Bight is a planet. What they did to Ilum with Star Killer Base, that happened. I'm not gonna say it didn't happen, but this is my sequel. It's called Mandalorian, and whatever else spins out of this. Spin is such a nasty, dirty word when we call something a spin-off. Everything in Star Wars is a spin-off. It's all related to each other. So when I say whatever spins out of it, I don't mean something negative like that. He says, I think they will visit Mandalore. That would be logical, because they kept saying we got to take it to its rightful place, right? And since he's a foundling of Mandalore, yeah, there's some history there. Maybe Sabine takes them there, guides them there. That is a safe bet to assume that we'll see Mandalore. It's called the Mandalorian. I also think something to do with this helmet. I think this is the season Din Djarin unmasks. The only reason storytellers give people these rules, these restrictions, like the hammer in Thor, it's only there. The fact that only Thor can lift it, it's only there so someone else can lift it. Iron Man, right? In the third Iron Man, he was without his suit. They always take away what makes the character the character. Taking away Black Panther's magical herb, heart-shaped herb. It's not just superheroes in Star Wars. It's also I don't know. Let's think of another franchise. Rocky. They took away his Adrian. Eventually, they only give people things so they can take it away. You said Palp was the last Sith. Yeah. Rey, who raid Shadow Legends. Maybe they could get away from the movies and follow the books to give us Jace Solo and Ben Skywalker. You could, and I wouldn't rule it out. I don't care if I'm not gonna ask, but I watched episode 7, 8, 9, and they never mentioned Jace Solo and Ben Skywalker. I'm just gonna say whatever. It was a stupid plan of a trilogy. You know what irked me? Episode 7 and 8 were only hours apart. Actually, the same day. It ends with Rey presenting a saber to Luke, and it picks up there. Give us some time. Let's have some chess pieces fall, dominoes fall. I mean, not chess pieces, but let's have some storytelling being done in between movies. That's what the opening crawl is for. But they didn't do that. They didn't know world building, man. They could have anticipated. Hey, look, remember how in the first movie there's that throwaway line that Obi-Wan tells Luke about the Clone Wars? Well, we just got a whole second episode 2 out of, and a whole cartoon series that went 7 years. You telling me in episode 7, 8, 9 they couldn't mention, like, maybe not the Clone Wars, but something else wars? And we could have got maybe an animated series they could have built up to that. Like, they would have known Star Wars was going to be around for a long time. I don't know why I'm giving all this love to 7, 8, 9. Let's see here. Fenrir says, if they don't do Boba Fett right, I'll be pissed. Ooh, if they don't do Boba. What's considered right and what's considered doing him wrong? He never had that many lines in episode 5 and episode 6. We just got Vader going, I want them alive. That's my Vader voice. I want them alive. He didn't say that to him. He said no disintegrating. That's what he said. I think that's what he said. Yeah. If they do Boba Fett right, I think he's supposed to be a villain. He's a real bounty hunter. He doesn't have a heart towards him. That would be doing him right. Is actually Mandalore, because Mandalorian is a white barren wasteland. I'll keep that in mind. But Ilum is where you get crystals for lightsabers. And maybe that's the First Order maybe already have established themselves there. It takes a long time to make a Starkiller base. It took damn near, they had plans for the for the Death Star. They had plans for that in Attack of the Clones. I saw Count Dooku having them, and it was on the screen for a little minute, and it went away. And that was years ago. That was 20 years prior. So let's imagine Starkiller Base takes 20 years too. Maybe larger because it's a bigger operation. You never know. They brought in the blue-skinned admiral guy from the books in Rebels. Thrawn, right. But now he's out with Ezra. If Ezra pops up here, that would be cool. I would love to see Ezra. It probably won't happen. Ahsoka's mission is to find him. Like, that was the promise that she made to him when they were running in the world between worlds from Darth Sidious's fire. Pause for a minute. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rift, as Kanye West would put it. You notice how I just called him Darth Sidious rather than the Emperor, rather than Palpatine and his multiple other names, Chancellor, Supreme Chancellor, the Senator of Naboo. I called him Darth Sidious just because in this scene that I'm talking about, in the world between worlds from Rebels, he did have the hood on. It's funny how I switch names, and if I'm talking about him being the dad of Rey, I'll call him Emperor Palpatine, because I like to call Rey Empress Palpatine. It's funny. Okay, back to normal. Back to where we were. Ahsoka promised to find Ezra. Ezra hasn't been found yet, and I don't want to have him be found off screen. And he's going to be with Thrawn. Boba already sucks and is fake. Damn. He's not a real Mandalorian, that's right. He is I don't know. He's a clone. He's just a clone of Jango Fett. The new trilogy was a huge badly planned, no, it wasn't even planned, dumpster fire in an island with an active volcano. Hell, I don't even think they planned this. How did it even begin? Kathleen Kennedy, whose contract expires in 2021, which is only 2 months away, but I don't think it'd expire on the 1st of January. It could be the 31st of December for all I care, as long as it's expiring. What's CW? Clone Wars? As a kid, yeah. But yeah, I'll give it his points. Captain Comics, howdy mates and mermaids. Arg. Admiral Thrawn could pop up with Ezra. They should be together. That's where we last left them off. They have changed stuff on us, like the Darksaber. Should we be with Bo-Katan? It's not. Maybe we'll see her. See what I mean? Like, the people who will show up in this show, I'm more interested in what happens with than I'm interested in what happens with Din Djarin. I'm more interested in the baby. What will its name be? Will, like, someone call it, hey, it's like a baby Yoda? and they just go with Baby Yoda. Will Din Djarin have to name him? What do you name this kid? What would you name him? Something that begins with the letter B, because we're already fixing our mouths to say Baby Yoda. Let's give it a name that begins with B, or something that ends with duh. So like Greta. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, something that ends with duh, that rhymes with Yoda. There's some sort of relation. And what exactly is the answer to the species of Yoda? I have a theory I'll throw out that maybe the species of Yoda, the green things, they're human beings. They're Terrans. They're you and I. Except every now and then there's an anomaly where a baby comes out and look, it's turning green, and that's because of such a high metachlorian count. Remember in episode 1, Phantom Menace, which character said this? When they were talking about Anakin's metachlorian count, they were like, it's even higher than Yoda's. Why was it worth noting that it's higher than Yoda's? And I think it's because they wanted to say, look, this kid didn't even turn green like Yoda is, which is known to happen with these extremely highly metachlorianized children. That's just a theory. Maybe that's the answer to Yoda's species. Now it would suck they wouldn't have their own planet and stuff, but you know what else would be awesome? If maybe just Yoda is short, but this little 50-year-old gets older and actually turns really tall. Maybe that would be cool. Like in the High Republic movie that is coming out, I think they're doing a trilogy. They're doing a comic. In the High Republic, which is 400 years prior to, the Star Wars that we know. It'd be cool if we see a whole bunch of other green people around Yoda. He looks up at all of them. Wouldn't that be cool if Yoda was a midget amongst his own species? I mean, they disappeared together, so if one returns, it makes sense that the other also returns, yes. Attack of Clones was 22 years before A New Hope. That makes sense, because Luke Skywalker was a teenager, and he was born in Revenge of the Sith. Luke was, 17 years old? So that means that... Who cares? I was trying to figure out how much years is between movies. I accept it. Like, use whatever actor you feel like you gotta use. Yiddle. Da baby. Both. Da baby. That's not happening. If you name it, you have to keep it. I wouldn't mind a baby that could try to heal me when I need healing. I rewatched The Mandalorian. This would be the third rewatch that I'm doing right now. I haven't watched it all yet. But in the second episode, the baby sees that Mandalorian Din is injured from fighting those Jawas. He walks up to him, and instead of healing him, the Mandalorian just puts him back in his thing. But he was fixing to heal him earlier. Who taught him how to heal? He knows something. And he was taught by someone. Was it freaking Maz Kanata? Give Lupita Nyong'o a phone call and say, hey, can you voice some stuff over? Make her significant. Add her. If you want to make the trilogy that happens, what's it called? The sequel trilogy. If you want to make that important and bring it into relevance, make Maz Kanata someone. She said she knew what the Force was, so do something like that with her. Yeet or Yoink? I would never name the baby that. Yeet or Yoink? Yoink? Yeet? Mm-mm. Second Street Marvel. Second Street Marvel is, what are you doing for the Mandalorian? I'm sure you're going to do some post shows, right? I know you did a stream about that earlier. If you are new here and you've never heard me say nice things about Trinity, who runs Second Street Marvel, consider this me saying something nice about Trinity of Second Street Marvel. Check out his channel. Fenrir says, this show is amazing because it has love and respect for the original staff of the George era. So true. And I'll continue reading this, but I was also watching the Disney gallery stuff. When you see the round table of everyone chatting, the way Jon Favreau was talking about that ice cream maker and how he needed to include it. The way Filoni was talking about IG-11, IG-88 in The Empire Strikes Back, and it was so cool. And seeing them bring stuff to life like this, like toys that would hold stormtroopers and transport them, but using them actually in the show for the first time, these guys are nerds. It's done by true fans for everyone, not narcissistic demons in human disguise who only bring sadness. You didn't have to write all of that. Just condense your comments next time. Just KK is enough. Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy. That's what the 2K stand for. Where was I here? You say Yoda and Yaddle equals Yiddle. Oh, Yertle from the first movie, right? Hey, hey, guys, hey. Hey, 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 what do you say? Say, hey. We need more alien diversity. You've heard me say that before too, right? Yeah, I'm all about that alien diversity, especially in the new comic book that they're doing. Where is it? I don't have it with me. I have to actually get up to find it. But in the new High Republic comic that's coming out that I just mentioned a little bit earlier, main character is a black, like, human being. The character on the right side is also a human being, and the character on the left is an alien. It's Star Wars. Give me diversity. Two humans is not diversity. I know we're supposed to think about colors and everything, but give me more, especially when it's drawing. I guess for a live action show, it's more cheaper to use human beings, and you don't want to put all the makeup on people, and some people don't want to sign up for that and sit in a chair for 3 hours before they shoot every day. I get that, but when you're doing cartoons, give me some exotic looking aliens. So more diversity in that sense. And if you're gonna give me humans, yeah, don't give me a white human for the 10th time. The video game guy was white. Cal, that guy. Luke, Anakin, Obi-Wan. It's a very white product. Rey. I never got this Luke was 17 in his first movie. He was 17? But I remember hearing that Han and Leia were both 23. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me because Luke and Leia are supposed to be twins, right? They probably changed it along the way. Maybe they didn't plan. Oh, they definitely didn't plan on Luke and Leia being sister and brother because Second says, yeah, probably chat about it in the stream tomorrow. Yeah. I know LB from The Lonely Banter is going to be doing a live watch. I'm not going to watch it with him live necessarily because I want to see it by myself with like uninterrupted and stuff. But I will check out his reactions and watch it a second time with the guy and check out his stream afterwards too. But you're not LB. I'm trying to plug you, Second Street. Watch Second Street Marvel, everybody. It respects and connects all corners of Star Wars. Facts. Mandalorian Martin. Hey, who's this guy? How did you find my channel? Is it because I tweeted something with the hashtag Mandalorian? Got questions. Do you think Sabine Wren will make it in Mandalorian season 2? Like, will she survive? Sasha Banks? The legit boss of the WWE and the champion who they put the title on right on time? That woman? I think she's gonna make it. And she's like casted for every single episode, right? Or so it says on the IMDb. Fenrir, because originally when first movie was made, they weren't siblings and Vader wasn't the daddy. Yeah, that's kind of what I said. I know you guys typed this before I actually get to them, I understand. Wookiee supremacy. I kind of wish the Mandalorian was about the Mandalorian. Nope, it's going to be about... Maybe it will be. Who knows? We don't know. We haven't seen it yet. Just rewatched the first season. Yeah, so did I. And have avoided trailers. The trailers didn't reveal much, but I'll leave it there. I'm ready for the upcoming season. So am I. I can't wait for this upcoming season. We're 14 hours away from this. I'm hyped. We're getting new Star Wars from a track record team that's proven to be good with creators who care about stuff, approved by George Lucas. And my favorite character, the main character of Star Wars, is in it. Ahsoka Tano. Played by Rosario Dawson. There's just so much wins happening right now. So much to be happy about. We need more aliens that are not humanoid. What's an example of an alien that's not humanoid? Admiral Akbar. Humanoid. He's got limbs like we do. What's an example? Who's the guy from Attack of Clones that Obi-Wan sat in the diner and was talking about the darts and talking about the clones, damn good ones? Is that called humanoid? Because he's got like a lot of stuff going on. I say yes to that though. More aliens. Am I the only one who remembers that Luke and Leia kissed once? Yes, you are. Do you think Boba Fett is working for Moff Gideon? He's evil. Never thought of that until now. Yes, he is working for Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon. Someone needs to be named the main DeLorean. That is self-promotion. Do you have your own channel, Infamous Iron Man? Ahsoka's my favorite character too. Oh my god, twinsies. Let's go get our hair and nails and everything. Thank you for subscribing. The frog guy in CW. Oh, he didn't last though, did he? The little Padawan that gets killed instantly. Dexter Jester is humanoid. All right. You remember his name too, huh? Do you think Bo-Katan died during Empire Purge? No, no one dies off screen. This is Star Wars. You say no, I don't. You don't got your own channel. Well, that was good promotion. I have a question. So the rumor is that Pedro Pascal had a fit and wanted to leave, and actually did leave on that day, and they solved the problem and everything. But how many times are we gonna see this guy without a helmet on? We did see it at the final episode. He got like a little bit of scripts, lines in. We did see him in a flashback, which wasn't Pedro Pascal, but we got to see him with the helmet off. And there was one time when he was eating in episode 4 on that planet, Sargon, the peaceful planet. He takes off his helmet, puts it on the side, looks out the window to see the kids, and he's eating. We didn't see much of his face. I think we'll get the first scene of Mandalorian will just be him in his ship, flying it unmasked, puts his mask on and starts, just to like please Pedro Pascal. They probably did that. We'll get like 2 scenes in the whole show with Pedro Pascal's face. Ahsoka should have died a long time ago. Now, Ahsoka is heaven. Ahsoka explains, for me, Ahsoka is going to be how we still have Jedi lightsaber fighting people, post original trilogy and post sequel trilogy. I don't know what they were doing there. I don't know why you would have a Jedi Academy, just create all these new Jedis, yeah, sure, but then kill them instantly and kill all the Knights of Ren and then kill Ben Solo, and then Rey doesn't want to be a lightsaber wielder anymore. Like basically, there's no lightsaber fights in the whole galaxy. If episode 9 ends there, like that's stupid. So I don't want Ahsoka to have died a long time ago. She's a Togruta. They have a longer lifespan. I saw a YouTube video explain that. I want her to stick around. Do you think Moff Gideon beats Bo-Katan and stole the darksaber from her? Yeah, I do. That could happen. And she'll want her revenge. Maybe she is exactly who he's looking for, who Mandalorian reaches. And maybe she can explain why they have this rule now where you got to cover your face, because it didn't exist in the Clone Wars or in Rebels, which happened before Mandalorian. I just want to see a rebuilt Jedi Order like the one from books. We need a show done by the people of the Mandalorian that follows the Force and its secrets, like the Anti-Force. Don't know what that is, the Anti-Force. Definitely want to see Battlefront 3 soon. The game? Like the game redone in movie format, or in TV show format? I don't think they've ever done that. They've never redid a movie, a video game. The video game's canon enough. Just watch the cinematics. Go on YouTube and watch the Battlefront 3 or 2-1 cinematics. Mark says, did the second season have a bigger budget? Probably. The budget wasn't even a problem for the first season. Do you think episode 2.1 will end with a secret surprise? Yeah, that's a good tradition to keep. And I'm sorry about the background noise you guys hear, but that's a good tradition to keep on going. A big surprise right at the end. Could be Ahsoka, Boba. Who could it be though? It's gotta equal the baby Yoda appearing, right? If this continues, I'll stop streaming, but it's annoying. Also, Mando is 5 years after Mando. Mando is 5 years after Return of the Jedi, you mean? Yeah. Here's another thing. As I'm rewatching this season 1 of Mandalorian, time passes here. When the second episode, they were repairing the ship after the Jawas destroyed it, and he's talking to Queel, and he's like, it's gonna take a couple of days, and Queel says, it can go faster if we team up. So a couple of days passed right there. Also the episode I mentioned, episode 4, where an AT-ST comes and it's attacking the people on that planet, on that village. They fight it off. The next scene, it just kicks back. They're sitting drinking their spotchka, and they said, we had a whole lot of action a few weeks ago. Whoa, they were on that planet a few weeks ago. They stayed there for a couple of weeks. which is why the emotional hug goodbye and everything was so emotional for those characters, and why the little baby was missed by the little girl Winta. I remember her name, Winta, because I just watched that episode. Weeks pass, so that baby may just be 51 by the time we get to season 2. And you know what happens in your 51s. I'm just waiting for like the adolescence to kick in really quickly. Mando says, because Battlefront 2 got support cut, so if they make Battlefront 3, success will begin. Is EA doing that game? Yeah. After Return of the Jedi, my bad, I got you. I'm always worried that they might connect Mandalorian with sequels. They kind of have to. They're using stormtroopers. Yeah, they will. No, absolutely not. Zori Bliss. Who is she? I don't care. Who cares? Let's ask something else. Is 8 episodes right for Mandalorian? Assuming they're all going to be like these 30-minute stuffs? Nah, it needs more. We need more episodes. More length of each episode. They do leave us wanting more. But considering this is like the hit show, considering there's so much that can come out of this, it's very annoying. It stopped. But considering how much stuff is going to come out of this show and how they're jam-packing it with Star Wars lore, make it longer and give us more episodes. And give us more shocks. Is Mando done bounty hunting? What do you think? I remember he did take one puck. Actually, for a Mon Calamari. He did take one more puck, and that's where he was going to go before the baby, before he decided to save the baby. That would be the 3rd episode. He still got that puck, so if he ever needs money, he'll go there. Anti-Force is the mystical energy field, which is the polar opposite of the Force, as known by the known universe. That sounds like something that George Lucas didn't create. I don't think I like that. Because the Force covers, it's got the dark side and the light. I don't like it. I also don't like the world between worlds. I'd rather do without it. What was your review on Clone Wars Season 7? Spectacular. Fantastic. Ahsoka Tano jumping off of a, with no parachute, jumping from ship to ship, finally making that epic hero landing. You can't play with that. Darth Maul, or just Maul, stopping a ship in light speed, being chaotic. Can't play with that. Emotions. It was fantastic. Thank you, Dave Filoni. Go read the crystals. First of all, I'm not reading anything that doesn't have pictures in it. That's my style. Go read The Crystal Star to understand it. It's a good novel, and somehow it still confuses me today. I'll just watch the Star Wars theory video on that. Hey, did you see Khabib versus Justin? Yeah, I do believe he's also he is retiring, and it's final because he's beat everybody. And why would he try to play the sport again? His mom could change her mind, right? But like, and if that happens, then it's going to be a GSP fight. But yeah, I did see that fight. Happy for him. I heard that he was gonna put Justin Gaethje in an armbar, and this is very off topic. I'll be quick. And instead of armbarring him, he didn't want to break the guy's arm in front of his parents, who were in the crowd. He switched over to the triangle choke as like a noble thing. He didn't want Justin Gaethje because he knew Justin Gaethje wasn't gonna tap. That's what he's been saying. So that was nice. Longer episode would be good also. Yeah, that's what I'm saying in both ways. Longer form, more episodes, and longer. Yep. Don't get caught wanting. Just ask Genesis. Is that an X-Men reference? I don't care about X-Men. X of Swords, I'm X'd of that event. I'm gone. I tap. Do you think Baby Yoda won't be in season 3? No. He's the second main character. I don't think that for a second, no. But keep the questions coming like that. I can't imagine that. Like, if he's kidnapped, maybe. That's possible. But then he'd be like the focal point of the season 3. I just want a Doctor Doom show that adapts the Book of Doom, Triumph, and Torment. I'll take it. I wonder, but we'll never cheer for a heel, though. A villain. I wonder if we'll see our first lightsaber fight for the show this season. I hear that's happening. I hear that is coming. Rumors of this. Now, who would the fight be against? A dark saber versus maybe that white Ahsoka Tano saber? I don't know. I'd also like to see Moff Gideon get busy and fight Din Djarin, an homage to Attack of the Clones when we got to see Jango Fett versus Obi-Wan. Except this time we'll be cheering for the guy who's the Mandalorian armor. Any Force also exists in other universe, so that's how that could work, I guess. And come on, it has a few pictures, not a lot, but a few. Like the cover picture. My theory is episode 1, they do a recap, should be a long episode. Yeah, I believe 52 minutes. And this is all stuff I'm hearing on the internet, nothing is fact. But if it is 52 minutes, then yeah, we're going to go to a whole bunch of that. And I could use a reminder, and it's nice to see something. And you know, whatever they put inside this recap, this supposed recap, is probably going to be really significant to the episode we see. So a good reminder of what's to come. I don't mind it. I always watch recaps for like these weekly shows. I always watch them. I don't always watch the coming next time on Dragon Ball Z. I used to never watch those. He isn't that evil. Boba Fett? Yeah, he is. Or Doom, you mean? Dr. Doom? We're not going to cheer for a villain, man. They're not going to give us a show like that where we cheer for the main character as a villain. I don't care what good he's doing. No, they're Marvel. They could. We're like 23 movies in, and by this time, we'll be like 6 TV series in, maybe. I know. No, are you excited for the Cassian Andor season and Obi-Wan series? Obi-Wan, of course. Cassian Andor, I can't believe that's still a thing. Hopefully that gets canceled. What's going on, Dad Dora73 Daryl? Talking Mandalorian, making predictions. If you have any questions, come in the chat and type it. Like, when is Ahsoka appearing? There's rumors, that Dave Filoni is doing... Mark, if you're still here, you are still here. I'm not going to say. But the episode that Dave Filoni is rumored to direct, I won't say which number, I believe is where Ahsoka will appear. Maybe she'll be at the final scene of the last one, but I think that's where she comes in. Mark, knowing Disney, Baby Yoda will get his own show on Disney Plus. Ha. Absolutely. Yes. This guy's a star. Fenrir says, does Ahsoka kind of count as a gray Jedi? Yeah, sure. I mean, she doesn't consider herself a Jedi. She was kicked out of the Jedi, and then she didn't return to them. If you want to call her a gray Jedi, she doesn't call herself a gray Jedi, so it's wrong to do that. But, yeah, I get it. She even joined fucking in season 7 of Clone Wars. She joined Maul. It's not until he was talking about how we gotta kill Anakin Skywalker, he's the apprentice, where she changed her mind. That's pretty gray. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream because of that banging. Let me just read everyone's comments. I heard rumors about Ahsoka and Boba Fett's show. What do you think? Yes to all of this. Yes to him and her. And instead of a bounty hunter and a Jedi, I mean a lightsaber wielder, we can use other, main characters too. Thanos was a protagonist in Infinity War. He was not the protagonist in Infinity War. They like to say he was. He got the most screen time. He wasn't the protagonist. To me, at least. No, what do you think High Republic could be about? I think the High Republic could be about money. Well, they said so in their little trailer. That it's the peaceful time early in the Star Wars timeline. This is what it was like. So I don't know. I kind of don't want a Sith to appear, but I also know that a Sith has to appear. Maybe Sidious will be there, his origins. Darth Plagueis the Wise, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it's something like that. Darth Plagueis the Wise will be the villain there. And Yoda will be in there. I hate recaps. First season is streamed, so no needed. Yeah, there is. There's a need. You can't expect someone to watch like 4 hours of content, even though I'm doing that. Doom isn't evil. He's just a narcissist and a bit self-centered. But so was Tony in a way. He's a super genius sorcerer. So yeah, this could work. Would you say about 5? Quiet. She is more of a Jedi than the Jedi are. You doing a live tomorrow? Probably not live. It's because of this background noise. I don't know. I'll have to check my local listings of when people are going to be making background noise. Which is why I'm ending the stream here and now. Abrupt ending. So 35 minutes in. Thank you all for joining me. Goodbye and good night. Go watch some of my other videos where there's no background noise.